know what I was saying when I went offline. Can anyone tell me what I was saying when it went offline? I don't know how long I was talking to myself. I was commenting on how gorgeous this bathroom is because of the ivy on the wall and the purple flowers. When my stream crashes, if you're able to, can you let me know? Because I can't always see that it crashed. Look at this awesome fireplace. I love the multiple stringed lamps. I never would have thought to do that, and that seems like it would be obvious. I was telling a story about college about how I was talking about Super Tuesday and explaining what it was, and I don't know where I cut off, to be honest with you. If anyone knows, it would be appreciated. Okay, she blocked this part off. Beautiful, beautiful job, Taza. Really. Let me see how long that video was, because if it's short enough, I should be able to sum up what I said. Forgive me. He was definitely grieving. Although I kind of like want to like reach out to him and say, bow out is hard. He was phenomenal. You're 39. You have a lifetime ahead of you with it. Oh goodness, you guys didn't hear any of that. Okay, I can start over. Holy crap, you guys didn't hear anything. I didn't realize that it went dead. Ugh. Good morning. Sorry about that. I crashed and I didn't know it. And so I was talking to myself for a while. I pretty much reviewed an entire house offline without realizing it. So apologies to that. I'm back now though. I was explaining to people, hey Johnny, did you guys hear it all, me explaining what Super Tuesday was, or did I crash before Super Tuesday was explained? I have a feeling I crashed and that no one got to see it. I don't know. Lovely. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I was trying. You know, I felt like shit for so long because of the illness that I really wanted to look nice to match that I feel a little nicer. So I appreciate that. And I do. I feel a little nicer after the shot yesterday. That was much needed. I got a steroid shot. So, docs sort of yelled at me, which I guess I deserved. I don't know. Because I stopped taking one of my pills a long time ago. Yes, those are magical. They really are. Hey, Faye. So sorry, guys. Those of you who were on, I lost connection but didn't know, and I was talking to myself, and that's depressing. Oh, Swanks. Guys, you're so sweet. Now only if Griff would say that to me, because his opinion of the guy that I used to have a crush on. So let me tell you the things that I was trying to tell you when I was in Tessa's house, which is, first of all, Tessa did a beautiful house, and we should go back to it sometime. Because apparently it got completely cut off, and I feel terrible. So this is a really functional portion, but I like that they didn't just stick, Shifu Yaku didn't just stick things in here. They also, like, you know, put it in tents and put a pet out and made food and all of that. So it's like, I appreciate it when people take the time and the effort to put details in that they don't really need to, and it adds something. But you can definitely tell I'm feeling better because I'm like perkier. But yes, the magical, thick, you're dark blue again. It's the magical steroid shot, right? Takes 24 hours, but the next day you're like, shit, I feel good. Is this how humans feel? Do humans really feel like this? Because Lord knows I haven't been feeling like this for weeks. But it was great because I laid in bed. And for the first time in weeks, my hips didn't hurt. I could lay in bed. I could go to sleep. It was just incredible. It was like, holy shit, this is wonderful. This is like a whole new world. Okay, this one's pretty much empty except for Kanzari's thing. Only 109 items, so this might be empty in the other one too. Today is Super Tuesday. Super Tuesday is, for those of you in Europe, it's for the Democrats in our country, just that party. It's usually for whichever party is the one that has to do a primary, has multiple people that they're going to have running for president. In our case, it's just the Dems this time. And so it's the day, primaries happen on whatever day the country, whatever day the states want. But a lot of states have their primary today. And the biggest states, California and Texas, have their, primaries today. So generally there's a chance after today is done that we'll know who the Democratic nominee will be. It's not 100% though, because I was looking at the polling site 538, and they are saying there's a 2 out of 5 chance that there won't be a decision today. No one will have a clear lead on the delegates awarded, so we may have to pay attention to future primary contests. But that's what today is, and for those of you not in the U.S., that is why today is politically important to the U.S. I mean, depending on whether or not you care who the Democratic nominee is, a lot of us do. For those of you who don't know, the incumbent, Trump, will be the Republican nominee. That's pretty much in the bag. I mean, it is in the bag. Look at this. This is another scary house by Teza. I want to tell you something. Yesterday, a bunch of us were talking about those hectahems, and Teza had a hectaheme in one of her houses, and we couldn't believe how bright it was. And we were trying to figure out how many hectahems she stacked to make that. Turns out, none. She had only one hectaheme there. They did turn up the brightness. Without saying so, they stealth changed it and didn't tell anyone. Why is he doing this? Why is Tithys sitting here with a pile of meat? Is he feeding the dead god guy? I'm a little confused about all the hanging meat. There's an awful lot of hanging meat. Ooh, a chessboard. Wild. That's well done. Neato. Neato. I honestly said neato. If you have any questions about politics in the U.S. in terms of, how it works, I do pay a lot of attention to it, and I try to read about it a lot, so I'm happy to answer questions. It's pretty obvious which way my politics lean. I'm not going to argue it with anyone. I have no interest in arguing whether I'm right or wrong. But I'm happy to talk about how things work such that I understand them. Sometimes this stuff isn't simple to understand. This is gorgeous. Good job. And a really nice usage of the wedding flowers too, to light the path. And the king oversees the chessboard. Really awesome, Teza. I likes. I don't know why it did that and cut off like that. It's annoying. Okay. One of these days, I'm going to just recheck all of these houses, make sure the permissions are still broken. So let me tell you what happened with the permissions video. I put up the permissions video. I had a video of permissions changing on their own on the stream. I put it up on the housing forum and was asking, you know, does anyone know who I direct this to, how I get this to them? Because bug reports, I don't feel like really work. So someone was like, oh, put it in the bug forum. So I did. I put it in the bug forum. And someone comes on and writes that it's obvious that I am changing the permissions in the video. Called me a liar. Said I was changing the permissions myself in the video, obviously. And that it's an add-on issue. I'm like, first of all, I don't change shit. And I have a ton of people who would back me up that I am not a liar. And I didn't say that, but that's my reaction. My answer was, I did not click anything. That is exactly what happened, is what I showed you. Secondly, it happens on Xbox. If it's an add-on thing, why is it happening on Xbox? It happens to people who have add-ons. It happens to people who don't have add-ons. It's not an add-on thing. It happens on all formats. This is lovely. Look at how cozy this is. 61 out of 200 items. Are you kidding? I would never believe this is only 61 items. It's just so cozy for that. I would like to see this when it's like stuffed to the brim on items. I think they could add more things here, and it would be even more interesting, but I think they did a really nice job. Really. I'm impressed. So, okay, let me finish the story. So, oh, no, I had it deleted. I got so mad at the guy for twice. He came back and he said, I'm just telling you the truth, which is you're changing it in that video. People can see that you're changing it. And I just got so mad. I'm like, seriously? I came here to report this. I don't need to deal with a fucking troll. Why would I report something that I'm doing myself? Why would I even care if I was doing it myself? What kind of attention does that bring me to fake it? It's just the dumbest thing. So, ridiculous. Why would anyone do that, even? It's just a dumb and rude accusation. So what I did was I got mad and I sent a message to the forum saying, you know what, just delete my thread, please, because you can't delete your own thread. And I was like, I don't want to deal with this person who's accusing me of lying when I'm just trying to report a bug. So please just delete the whole thing and I'll find another way to submit it. And I get a message back from Antonio, who's one of the mods, and he said, okay, we deleted it per your request, but just know we also got it to the right department. So now the department has your video and will be able to take a look at it and see if they can fix anything. So that was awesome. I'm like, oh, wow. It all worked out in the end. Because that was the whole reason why I went to the forums. It was like I just wanted somebody to be able to see it. So it's all good. Oh, thank you. That was on the bugs forum because somebody had told me go post it on the bugs forum. That would probably be the best place to put it. So I listened. Boy, was that a mistake. What a tool bag. Why would I even lie about that? That's just the dumbest thing ever. Makes me mad. I'm a very honest person. Probably too honest sometimes. Neo chicken! Oh no, I can't go to your hakkvilds. Neo chicken? And you have the best name ever. Okay. That's a good idea, Blind. Yeah, exactly, Zaret. It's like, obviously it's a known thing. And everybody on the housing forum was nice. Everyone on the housing forum was like, yeah, I've seen that happen, or whatever they said, you know? It's like, fine. They weren't jerks. It was Yeah, he's saying that I obviously clicked it in the video. It was somebody named Tishan, Titain. So I pretty much decided that I think this guy is like 12 and just likes to start issues. Because why would I even do that? Yeah, it upset me more than I care to admit. I didn't bother. I just deleted the whole thread because I'm like, if this is what it's going to be like, if I'm going to sit here and have to argue when I'm just trying to report a bug, you know, that's all I want to do. Report a bug. That's it. So I deleted it, and now they can go, you know, pound sand, because it ended up going to the people that it meant to go to. You know, you can submit a bug report with pictures, but you can't in game. If being an asshole was bannable, we'd have so few players on any game. So then, yeah. So I mean, if there were a way in game for me to attach a video, I would have done that, but there wasn't. So that's why I went about it the way that I did. So otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done that. All right, let's go over to you. So that's all. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Housing. Oh yeah, I mean it is good. It is good to know what's going wrong, because then you can know to pay attention to your permissions, so that you can make sure that people can even view your house. Like I've had it now where I've been in contests where it reset to no access, and that really sucks in a contest, because it's like, if you don't know that that's a bug, how are you going to fix that? How are you going to make sure that your stuff is open for people to look at? Because that's happened to me now multiple times, where my hundings or some other house went no access. It's annoying, but whatever. That was a tool. I'm sure they were young and just looking for a fight. Why on the bugs forum of all things? Did they just troll in general? Like, but he did get to me, and I'm ashamed that he got to me, but he did. Yes, Blind, that's absolutely true. It has in fact happened. It's a good thing if you're, especially for a contest, if you're around if you can't be there during the contest, which happens sometimes, at very least double, triple check that the permissions haven't changed on you, because it happens. It happens. I've had it happen to me twice on stream. This time I caught a little clip of it. Not that it matters. People don't believe me, because I'm obviously a liar. I lie like a rug. Okay, I was talking about... All right. There. Getting my stuff in order. Yes. I called them a troll, too. I said, you know, if you're just going to troll me, well, just go move along. Hey, Piyushi. It did. It made me super mad. I got super mad because I was called a troll. I was called a liar. And it's like, I shouldn't let that kind of thing bother me, because they're obviously a total 12-year-old tool bag. I shouldn't be upset about it. Just let it go. Move along. Don't let this person bother me. But what the hell is a fractional CO2 laser on your mug? What is a fractional CO2 laser? Is that some sort of dermaplaning thing or what? Fractional CO2 laser. Oh, blind, you're funny. Yeah, it's some sort of resurfacing. I've never heard of this. Oh, so you must look like somebody pulled your skin off. That's lovely. Does it work? So this is Thunderan's house. We've seen a couple of their homes. 322 out of 400. And it does work, huh? Nice. So we've got lots of little details here. Look at the knife just stuck into the table. Man, that would just ruin your table. Wow. With my luck, I'll get it done and then it won't. Really? It would totally ruin it. The table I'm talking about. Does it make you like poofy or something? Like, cause I have these, I think my skin shifted. And so I have this spot under my eyes that I really hate that makeup doesn't seem to really cover. I could do redone or something, but I don't know if it would help with that. What do you need? What kind of build, Faye? Whatever. I don't ever go out of the house anyway. So this is grymhearth. Whoa. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. That is really gorgeous wall texture. With the mushrooms and the rocks. I am really impressed with that. It is, you know what? Sometimes beauty is torture, I've noticed. Oh, the spider webs. This is really neat. This must be a witch house or something. Oh, you have the idea, but you can't play. Are you working? Is that what it is? Work is just getting crazy? Oh, I'm sorry. I love this. The knife in the... This is so detailed. I know, but I'm actually okay with adding products. I am a full believer in better living through chemistry. Because like some of the pills that I'm on for the rest of my life, I wouldn't be alive without them. So it's like, you know, I'm a little less worried about chemistry than some. My body doesn't produce enough of certain, you know, things. Is that new? I don't know that I've seen that thing before. That must be a new one. I don't know it. Wow, that's awfully bright. Oh, Bay. Yeah, I don't produce my own oils on my skin because of my Hashimoto's disease. So I have the same problem. See, we saw this in Bayushi. I talked to Tessa. She only had one skull there. They have definitely turned it up, bright-wise. Stealthy, too. There's no... I went and read the patch notes. There's nothing about it in the Natchpotes. Well, I'm 43. I definitely need skin products. I definitely need something to work on my under my eyes. Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's certain items have lost glowiness and it's just annoying, but I do think it's obvious that they upped the brightness, but they should have said something. But yeah, Tezza said it was only one skull, which blows my mind because I honestly think it's like 10 times brighter than it was. There's also makeup streams, DJ. I'm sorry. Uh, you know what? Getting old sucks. Honestly, getting old sucks. And so it's like, what's on my mind? What do I talk about? What's on my mind and what I talk about are getting old. Getting old, what I do to combat it. I never used to care about makeup at all. Then I got vitiligo. And really, I can go and tour it again. J Hart doesn't always take the pictures that I want him to take. Well, yeah, unfortunately, I don't produce my own oils. I've tried everything. I I think the thing that works the best for me so far has been tea tree oil. He has his details low because of the stream. It does less. I mean, I have everything on ultra, 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 but his internet is shitty. I'll try it. I'll try anything at this point. I know I've tried argan oil in my hair and it works for me. So that might work on skin. Josie Moran. What, to eat them? All right, I'm writing it down. DJ, wait till you get old. Tea tree is the one thing that has helped my feet. Unfortunately, look, here's the reality, DJ. I have something called Hashimoto's disease. I don't produce my own oils on my own skin. I don't have any oils from my own hands and my own feet. And so, oh yeah, I totally agree, Zared. So what do you do when you wash your hands with soap? You wait a couple of minutes and your hands automatically have oil back on them. Mine never comes back, so it hurts. It's like paper. It's like scratchy paper. So what I do is, I use oils or tea tree oil or, even an olive oil soap or something, or moisturizer afterwards. Moisturizers alone don't work. I'm still dry as a bone. It's oils that work. So like tea tree oil, olive oil, things like that. Otherwise, my hands are like paper and moisturizers do nothing. So yes, in winter, I'm like a piece of paper. So it's not that I'm obsessive compulsive about looks and oils and expensive stuff. Unfortunately, it's because of health reasons. Yes. Yes. Forget about using ivory soap. My face shrivels to like nothing. I have no skin anymore. Look at how neat this is. This is Toriel Greenleaf's Grand Potentate. Forgive me, my brain is taking a while. Yes, I have actually seen that film. All right, so I must have missed it. Bayushi is the did you say the magnesium flakes, are those for internal or external use? I'm curious to know. I know I'm annoying, but... Oh, God, it made me want to die. It's like it's my dad's favorite soap. So, like, when I went home for... Oh, whoever said magnesium flakes, I want to know if you mean internal or external. But yeah, my dad uses it, and so it's always in the house. When I go home and visit them in New York, it's not like I now bring my soap with me, my own soap. Because, thanks, Spay, for telling me who it was. Blind Stargazer, tell me about this magnesium. I'm curious. Oh, is it? How do you use it? I'm curious to know. I've never heard of this. I do take vitamins because I tend to eat vegan. So I have to make sure that I get all of my proper vitamins somehow. I do not take the ones that build up the immune system, though, because my immune system is already trying to kill me. I love that when I get sick and everyone's like, oh, are you taking this and this to build up your immune system? Like, no, would you like me to die faster? Because, you know, that's what would happen. Okay, is that what it is? Epsom salts? Because I have those and do those. Epsom salts. I'm willing to do anything. Nordic Health. Okay, I'll give them a shot. For health reasons, I'm honestly trying to push getting either a hot tub or a pool. I am like a fish to water. I love going in the water. But when I get out of the pool, I also have to, I use facial oil. I use it on my body. Otherwise, it just, the water, forget it. I lose all my oils and life is miserable. The shit that happens when you get old, man. I tell you. What's a swim spa? Never heard of it. I don't really have an acne issue anymore. Like, that's gone. I guess some things are improved with age. Look at this little... This is very pretty. A functional area. Backing up, I did get a steroid shot yesterday, so I'm feeling a ton better than I did because my RA was at its probably all-time worst in my whole life. My rheumatoid arthritis. So I am doing much better. However, my brain isn't. My brain is still lagging. I'm still having trouble forming words and thinking of things. So if I'm not doing such a good job, it's probably that. Interesting. I've been thinking about investing in that, something like that. Like a small heated thing. My house is laid out really poorly. I love my house for so many reasons, but it's laid out really shitty, and I need to figure out where to put things. Stitches of Doom. Oh, gosh, no. I might pass that. Pass on that. Ha! Pass that. But I've put, we were seriously looking into pool ideas, heated pool ideas. But then I put the kibosh on it because I felt like it was too much money. But my husband has been pushing me to give myself more things that help with pain. This looks like just a crafting house. But I don't know. I feel bad about it. I don't really have a problem with my colon. Colon blow. You guys remember that? There was a movie with colon blow. Like joints? Like smoking joints? Or are you asking about my pain? I can't. It's not legal in my state. I wouldn't smoke it anyway. I would do edibles if I did anything. I'm on the next best thing, which is CBD oil. So, unfortunately, it's not legal in all states here. I wish it were. There's been multiple attempts to get it to be legalized in Wisconsin, but the Republicans keep shutting it down because they think weed is bad. Weed is bad. I do not find any help with inflammation. I do find help from CBD oil with anxiety. My anxiety like goes way down when I'm on it, but my pain doesn't change. So I've got. I wonder if all of their homes are mostly. No, this has 400 items. This can't just be a crafting house. My inflammation problems got so bad that I needed that my inflammation got so bad that I needed that steroid shot. I got yelled at, kind of. Last October, I was just done. I had been sick consistently and constantly. Look at the little details. I was on 2 different immunosuppressants. So, literally sick. Actually sick. Non-stop. For almost a year. If it wasn't a UTI infection, it was, I had a cold. I would get, sinus infections. I had mouth infections. It was just constant. Like, no matter what I did, I had an infection. And anyone who even looked at me got me sick. And my husband would have people over on Fridays to game, and then basically I was screwed. So at some point I said, I can't do this anymore, and I stopped taking one of them. I only take the other immunosuppressants, so I wasn't on double immunosuppressants. So when I went, things got worse. But I got to the point where I love the little stuff in the cubbies. Where I gave it up. That was in October. So here I am now in March, in pain like I've never experienced in my life. And I go in and go to the doctor, and he gives me the steroid shot, but then he also says to me, well, you've been off of the Enbrel since October, and you didn't tell me. So is this really a surprise that you've had a terrible flare-up? I'm like, I deserve that. So I was like, no, but I gotta say to you, Doc, when I was on both of them, I was literally sick all the time. And it came to the point where I was trying to decide between, do I want to be sick all the time and get a flare-up from that? Or do I want to go have some peace and not be sick all the time and just get natural flare-ups? And he's like, I understand that. I do. He's like, it's not unreasonable, but you should have told me. And I went, yep, I deserve that. I do. I deserve that. So I apologized, and the reason why I didn't tell him was because I was afraid he was going to get mad at me. So instead, I waited months, and he got mad at me. So I don't like anybody mad at me. So I'm like, I'll go back on it. I'll do whatever you tell me to do, and I'll stick with it, even if it means I'll be sick all the time. I like this usage. And he said, no. I don't want you to go back on it. He said, what we'll do is we'll wait 2 weeks for the steroids to start wearing off, and then we'll try something different. We'll try a different drug. So we are going to try something different. This looks very romantic for a scary... They rebuilt this entirely. This is beautiful. Wow. This is very different. Interesting. So yeah, I got scolded. And I looked at my husband and I said, don't you say a word. Because he told me to call him. Oh, look, it's the solar system. I said, don't say a word, because he told me to call the doctor when I decided to go off of it. And he's like, you think I'm that stupid? I'm like, good husband. Very good. This is great. I actually really like this. This researchy, sciencey room. Plus, you've got depictions of scientific things, which is really neat. I totally deserved it. I totally deserved it. So this is almost like a school where people study. Yes, very wise man. But when we got home, he's like, you think I'm going to make you feel worse? He's like, I would never want to make you feel worse. I'm like, okay, good. I'll allow it. You're a good person. Not trying to make me feel terrible. I don't know that I know of anyone else who's actually built up here. This is smart. Earthing and grounding. It may sound stupid, but my dad is like, he swears by acupressure. And, well, now my dad's a total pothead. It's been legalized in New York, and the funny thing is that my father, who grew up in the 60s...
4 months of taters.
I love you. Thank you, Doobs. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So my dad, who grew up, like, my dad is now in his 70s, so he grew up in the 60s. He never smoked pot in the 60s. Never. Not once. He was never interested. He doesn't like the loss of control. But my dad's pain now, he's 100% disabled from Vietnam. And over the years, it's gotten more and more painful for him to the point where he's had terrible nerve damage. He was exposed to Agent Orange. He's just had really awful situation with it. So he started to look for solutions. So now he's... Now my father, who never smoked pot in his life, is smoking pot, like daily. And he's become like a total pothead. He's like, he has in so much pain that he's just constantly smoking weed. I mean, at least he doesn't do it and drive. So he has his little pipe and everything. And I'm like, Jesus. Who am I? You know, and he's like, you should do this. This is good. I'm like, Dad, it's not legal in Wisconsin. I can't do this. And then he forgets that I say that because he's high. This is lovely. Good job, Sonia. Really. I think it's really nice. I'm sorry I'm not giving it a lot of talk, but that's not because I'm not enjoying it. I am. Exactly. Well, he's a lot happier than he was, I'll tell you that. The poor guy was in constant pain. He still has shrapnel. And the worst part is he's at the point where the shrapnel's now coming out of his body. It's like growing out of his body. And he just sits there and he pulls the shrapnel out sometimes. It's like, holy shit, that's nasty. You know, the shit that happens in war. he was blown up. Yeah, it's nasty. Some of the veterans who are at this point in their lives, they're 70 years old, the shrapnel is growing out of their bodies. And it's awful. Party! I think that says. Very cute. Okay, we'll party. Yep, my dad's was an infantry guy who was in the 1st Cavalry, which sounds like it should be on horses, but what 1st Cav did during Vietnam was they were on helicopters, and they would fly in on the helicopters, help the guys who were on the ground who were either trapped or wounded. They'd pick them up and they'd you know, get them on the helicopters and fly away. That was my dad's job, was helicopter staff, I guess. He couldn't fly a helicopter. He was just one of the guys who would go in and rescue people. This is lovely. Look at those northern lights. So beautiful. And one day he was blown up. Someone next to him stepped on a landmine. And that was that for them. Unfortunately. And then my dad lost several organs in that explosion and was sent to Japan for a year to recuperate. And then after the year was up, they're like, yeah, you're still broken. That's Craglorn? Is Hakkvild's in Craglorn? I thought it was in the East March. You're totally right. How did I not know that? I'm sorry. My mouth is just hanging open. Okay, somebody's using effects here. This is C code, not games. We've got a Khajiit trader. I've had enough troll, okay? You can have all the trolls you want. I'm over it. I'm over the trolls. How do you notice this shit? I always thought it was an East March. Also, I didn't realize you could purchase it with gold. I always thought Hakkvild's was a crown only. Turns out I'm wrong. Yeah, I have the achievement, I think. Horns of the Reach Explorer. Enter either Falkreath Hold or Bloodroot Forge for the first time. Okay. We've got a freestanding building here. I just wanted to check if there was anything down or... That's a pretty easy achievement to get, I think. So this looks like it would be a whole village. Oh, great. Gonna die no other way. Fishy's gonna eat me. Sure. Absolutely. 100%. Womp womp. Does everyone see what Cardi did to me? I blame you, Doobs. I brought it up with and saying that you guys have been asking for one, and you've been the worst. So he got me the other day, and he's like, oh, I need to take a screenshot of you. I'm like, are you doing a death counter? And he's like, maybe. You butt. So, yes, Cardi got me the... Okay, thank you. I will take a look at this stuff. Absolutely. I will not turn down help. I will not turn down help, I'll tell you that. Okay, is this supposed to be an arena? Is this what it is? Are we inside an arena for J-Heart's thing? Hey. Oh, that's Aetherius. That's not Northern Lights. There's 14 effects in here. Yes, Sarah, that is exactly why. And I told him, no, I'm busy. And he's like, I don't care. So yeah, I got stuck with that. I think that they blocked off a whole portion of the house so that he can, yeah, so that they can have this arena. Okay, so we can go back here. Spectators. What are you selling? I do have, you guys have to admit, I do have the whole problem with, all right. What was I saying? Mentally challenged over here. I can't remember what I was saying. I've totally lost it. Brain is gone. Plop. I haven't seen Cardi since, though, but when I get a chance, I'm going to bring up the issues that people are having with them. This must have been an arena. It's neat. Brain is gone. Brain is gone! Sami Sakura. Guildhall. My mother swears by a tens unit. She bought me one. And now it sits in my drawer because a lot of the pain that I have is in my jaw and my neck, and the tens unit on my jaw and my neck is... Do you know if YouTube... I don't know if something has changed. I don't think so. But the problem is that the tens unit on my neck makes like all sorts of really uncomfortable spasmings in my neck, and that makes me feel uncomfortable. If it was in other places, then I think I would be more comfortable with it. So this is Sami Sakura's guild house, but I would like to point out that this is a good example of just how far out you can build over the water in usable space in psijic. It's really kind of amazing just how much space psijic really has, because you can do this all over there. Chinese factory. What are you talking about? This is a guild house. I must have missed something. Oh. It's like any guild house, though. All the guild houses have that going on, because they provide for their peeps. It looks like all of the stones are up here. Yeah, you will. Hey, Tierna. Thank you, by the way, for continually sending me roots and stuff. It does matter. It does help. I appreciate it greatly. I wonder if they have an area for fighting whatchamabutts. I don't know where they put their dummies. Curious to know. Oh, over there. There's a snot. Okay. You can fight the snot. Hey, Nistarish. No, very much. Very, very, very much. Helpful to me. Okay. I doubt anything's in the house, but I'll take a peek inside anyway. Clockwork. They drop less often than some of the other clockwork. Clockwork crows are a quest in that you can do in Brass. Guys, words are hard. In the Brass Fortress. If you do the clockwork, yeah, the crows. If you do the clockwork line of quests, eventually you'll unlock it. And the crows ask for junk. They want junk because they are crows. And for the roots and the other stuff, they like them because they're crunchy. Because crows. This is neat. This is Rekma Rules Erstwhile. I haven't looked at an Erstwhile in quite a while. Look at the little details. Wow, that is placed with such care. I love when people put that kind of detail into it. It is. And you get some good stuff out of it. I mean, you get that, you get a scarecrow out of it. And you get an emote. And you also get the chance to get Ebon Shadow just by giving the crows stuff or things. You can get motifs every day. It's really worth it. I'm not much on torture personally, but I think this is really well done. Like, it wouldn't have occurred to me to put these vines behind a table of researchy stuff, but it looks really good. And we've got a knife. This is going to be a house that I'm going to have to pay attention to detail because there's plenty of it. I don't want to miss anything. Excuse me, sorry for the yawning on y'all. Yeah, it's a pretty worthwhile thing to do. Oh, okay, so they added additional rocks to make this a little bit more sneaky. Hidden crafting area. Nice little handmade forge. Yeah, it's huge. More sneaky. Why is this closed off like that? I wonder if they're going to add something over there. Womp! Sithis. Being Sithis. Interestingly, it closed off the natural area and then added a little bit to get up here. So this is nom, time to eat. Namira. So, although Griffin is back in my life, he's barely talking to me. It's like he's busy a lot, I think. And he's not really saying what's going on in his life, but of course that makes me worry. Is he like sick? Is everything okay? Or maybe he's just sick of me. And I need my friends, you know? I miss them when they're gone. Such that they exist. There aren't many. That statue always scares me. It's a good statue, but I don't want to buy it because it's got a decapitated head. I'm not a fan of decapitation, just in general. It's kind of a bad way to go, if you ask me. Maybe he just doesn't like me anymore. Maybe. I get that feeling, but it's like, if that's the case, then I'd rather know, you know? But he's very private. Even doesn't tell me anything. And I've tried to be respectful of that, but trophy room, on the other hand, it makes me sad. I don't have a lot of friends. The ones I do have, I care very much about. Yeah, I do worry in general. And I know his health has been poor in the past. I know he has a condition that I won't go into, but that makes me scared that he's not okay, you know? Oh, look at this. This is really nice, Rec. This is one of the best erstwhiles I've seen. You've made it so livable. I do worry about his health. I worry if he's going to be okay, if I can help, which I know I probably can't. But whatever. They've created an entire bedroomy type area with dead people, of course, all in this section instead of the main living area, which I like. I like this. I like that they did this. I just worry a lot as part of it. It is. It's really nice. I might be turned around here, though. Can't tell. Yeah, I'm turned around. I'll get down from here. Ah! Okay, they've closed off the back rooms? Or they've changed those back rooms into that living area. Okay, that's different. Never seen anyone rebuild this section in this way. Usually they use the little nooks, you know, and they put it like flowers into them or something. But they've completely changed this into like more realistic space, I suppose. And the bedroom. This is just very complex, if you ask me. Queen Mia, I'm afraid to go to any of their houses since she kicked me out of one. I think it was not in an angry kick me out, but who knows. But, you know, you guys know what pain I was in this last 2 weeks, and then I was alone all last week, and it was like he vanished for a couple of days completely, and I don't blame him, but it hurt. I could have used his friendship during that time, but I was alone. Agreed. I don't know. They kicked me out once, so I don't know that they want. Maybe they just don't like me. I mean, it could be that they like the community, but they don't like me. It's possible. 153 items. Mojo. I like their work usually. This is neat. I like the low-hanging stuff, like using the elven tent things. The rocks, the trees are all short. Keeps your eye down low so that you see everything kind of stuck together. I like it. Nice view. Somebody reading in bread. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just rub people the wrong way or something. I used to have that problem a lot. No, I think they were there. They were there in the house, and then all of a sudden, I got ported out. They booted me. They didn't send me a message or anything. If they had sent me a message, I mean, I think it would have been a little better. But this is a small house, so it doesn't take. I was all the way in the back. I couldn't even see. There's no way I would have. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Lorianne moonmirth. Oh, in case any of you didn't know, Lavathi's all fixed. It took an hour or so after her banning for them to resolve it, but they unbanned her. Apparently, they had been tracking down black market deals, and a whole bunch of innocent people got swept up in it, including her. Eh, true. Maybe that's what they were doing. So this is Lothlorien, who I love. This is a very oceany thing. Lavathi! People were asking me about you, so I wanted to make sure that I told them that you were innocent. And you're all better. We knew that then. I was ready to beat people over the head with a stick. I was so mad. It's like, no, you don't mess with Lavathi. She is not cheating. This is beautiful. Lothlorien always does me in with the detail and the beauty, and each house has a story behind it, but I don't always know. Somebody threw a knife. You see that knife? It's being thrown. That's crazy. You can only really see it on an angle. But yeah, I knew you were innocent. Look at that door. So smart. Well, that's why they ended up unbanning everyone, because it wasn't just her. Supposedly dozens, if not more, got banned, and they were all over Reddit. They were all over the forums, and they were all pissed because there was a whole bunch of very innocent people. But within an hour, or after an hour or two, people started reporting that they were unbanned. And then, what's her name? Gina went on and posted this big whole long thing. It's true. Bayushi's right. I have so many add-ons, and I honestly, like, I'll be honest, like, I utilized a bug or two in some of my houses, and I kind of think Bayushi does too. And this is beautiful. And I think that I would expect it for me. I would not expect it for you. No way. And I don't know, I still don't know which of the 3 reasons they gave for why people were banned, that it was... It probably was for the greater good. Who knows? Yeah, they locked it, but it still exists. I'll get it for you. No problem. I'll give it to you. Unless they deleted it. I don't think they did. People being banned for no apparent reason. This one. The last post in it is the one from Gina. So here's the link. I don't know. They're saying, they were saying that the reasons why were given. There's a link to them somewhere, and they banned and silenced people. It's okay. As far as I know, anybody who was banned or silenced got free. They are no longer banned or silenced. But what happened was, what pissed me off were the people coming in saying, well, then they shouldn't cheat. They're not cheating. Okay. It said they violated the TOS Articles 5.1 and 5.2, which is hacking using bugs or third-party tech. Yeah, they pissed me off too. So hacking or third-party tech somehow that fits selling, like, I don't know. black market? Where does black market fit into hacking or third party? Maybe whoever was doing it. But the thing is that I mean, I'm going to Lavathi's house, going to Hundings. Yeah, Bayushi has her own theories as to what actually was going on, but she has a theory that it has more to do with the guild banks. I have a theory that it might have something to do with money laundering. But I think personally, I think what may have happened is that some of the people who got banned may have bought something by accident, not knowing it was a money laundering thing, and therefore got swept up in it. Maybe that's what they meant by the innocent. But Bayushi has something to more of a theory to do with guild banks and that money that they told them not to touch. I don't think there's anything wrong with buying crowns. I suspect it's actually, I suspect that you got nailed for something off the auction house. Buying something off the auction house from a person that they knew was laundering money, but you didn't know that they were laundering money. That's my theory, but there's a lot of theories out there. This is gorgeous, Lavathi. And I love what you've done here because this is Hundings, so they closed it off so you can't. Yes, but I think there's no way to know. No. This is the last house I haven't been to. Exactly, Blind. That one was a rough time. I mean, it wasn't fair. And so many people beat the shit out of people who did touch the bank not knowing. They did get in trouble not knowing why. They came on the forums to complain and they got completely slaughtered. But yeah, I don't think anyone could know if they're like I suspect I've bought mud crab chitin from bots when I needed it. But you never know for sure, are you buying from a bot or not, right? It's not like they tell you, "Hi, I'm a bot." You know, sometimes they're obvious, sometimes they're not. So if they're sweeping up how can I buy things from a bot? You can't know. You can't know. But that's what I suspect happened is maybe they're buying maybe Lavathi bought something and it turned out being from a bot or from a money launderer or whatever, and they banned whoever bought from this person, and then they had to unban them all. Is my thought, because there's no way you'd know. Yeah, ban anyone buying chitins, I think. What, baby? Hold on a second. Let me check on his food. Are you low on food? Yeah, you have no food. Piggy. Eat up, you little pig. Little pig, little pig. All right, little pig is fed. This is beautiful. Of course, it's Lavathi. I never would have thought, with all this blue, it's a really good way of increasing the blue color. What was I saying? Yeah. So yeah, I've probably bought from bots, God knows. I'm probably gonna miss stuff, but so always a fan of texture, and I think sintered rock texture, got the fabricant tree texture. These are all different textures and they're so beautiful together. It makes it richer, I think. I use TCE. I used the Crown Exchange. I'm a big fan of the person who runs it, but you can use whatever. I don't think that they're in any trouble. This is the pool. Holy crap, you got us all the way around to the pool? Is this the pool? Did you somehow get us all the way around from the beginning to the pool? I'm trying to figure this out, if that's what you did. Because it doesn't seem like it's enough space that you ran through to get to the pool, but I guess it is. This is hundings, by the way, guys. Indrick. Okay. I guess I can see it now that I'm running it again and paying attention. A zombie. A zombie's very naughty. Were you here the other day when a zombie was torturing people? Beautiful. Zombie was torturing people, and then she went to a skooma den. Or, no, she went to a vineyard and was drinking and smoking skooma. She wasn't a skooma den. And then she went to a strip joint. Because she was just having a day. There's my griffin. The only griffin I have anymore. I kid. Look at the money. Look at all the money. So much money. If you're wondering why I'm going so slow, it's because there's 80 bajillion details in anything that Lavathi does. All right, let's see the color. All right, so this is, she does paintings. She really did. She does recreations of paintings. So instead of recreating the scenery in a painting, she's recreating the scenery in a painting in real life. And that's what she does. So over here, you can see you've got the ruins in the background. There's the ruins, and then the trees. I don't know, you've got more than that. You've got the ruins. This works. Or no, it's fine. I mean, I know I know what to look for it because I know what you do. I didn't realize it at first. Oh, this is an upside down fountain. Interesting. I remember J Hart touring this one now. Okay. No, I've not seen it in person. I did see him tour it, and I think he got lost. I'm not sure. Or unless I'm on crack and thinking of a different one. That's possible too. What is that smoke? Do you have incense going up there? There's like a little bit of smoke up there. Beautiful. I wonder if you were asleep and you rolled off, would you die? Aw, Meridia. Or would you wake up? Ah, okay. Oh no, tummy? That was my tummy hurts, Mom. You ate too fast, didn't you? My boy. No. I don't know. I don't know what would happen. I guess you'd wake up. Whoops. I can't climb. So I'll have to swim in and look for like spots I may have missed. This is just insane. I have nothing really in my hundings right now. I could totally redo it too, but I don't have the lush ability that you have. I'm gonna get eaten, aren't I? I think I'm being eaten. So when I went to the doctor yesterday, my husband said to the doctor that I've been screaming and moaning in my sleep in pain. I didn't know that. I don't think he's ever said anything like that to me even. Did I miss anything, Lavathi? This is gorgeous, but I tend to miss things. Yeah, it was pretty bad. J Heart's in there? And where? Okay, I'll look for him. Yeah, so I'm in pain. I mean, it's just somewhere to the right of the waterfall. Okay. Let me find the waterfall again. Upstairs, I guess. Looking out. J Heart. Oh, do I have to hop? Because you know me and hopping. It isn't really a match made in heaven. Yeah, so I mean, I'm doing tremendously better with this shot. It's just so much better. But unfortunately, it's been weeks of terrible, terrible pain. Awful. So I didn't know that, and he kind of, I don't know if that you would consider that ratting on somebody. I guess not. All right. Does anyone see J Heart to the right of the waterfall? I have a feeling I would be expected to jump around and find him, but I don't. Oh! Yay! Good job, Lavathi. Now I found everything. Woo! Thank you. Beautiful. Phenomenal. Really. As usual. Gorgeous. Really, really, really good. I've seen Bayushi's Telgalen, but we can always see it again at some point. But let's look at an earthtear, because we haven't done an earthtear. I get tired. Oh, okay. Are you changing it up? Did you guys see I did Castle in the Clouds from Les Mis? Yesterday I changed my palace, my Pariah's Pinnacle, into Castle in the Clouds for a contest from DDA. Which means I have to change my main. It is a terrible condition. This is Ali's Skiff, not someone I'm familiar with. An earthtear, which is huge. Interesting. Look at that throne. Good use of those crystals. I never know what to do with them. Okay. I have not done a domus, I don't think. Also, I do need to save some stuff for tomorrow because I've been blasting through these so fast. All right, there's details everywhere from the looks of it. Looks like I'm going to have to wander all over. Somebody likes their blue shiny lights. That kind of works. see it. I can see it. Excuse me. Is there lightning inside? I guess you can see the outside, so it's not entirely bizarre, but it's weird to see lightning inside my house or someone's house. It's pretty wild, honestly. Looks like almost like the waterfall is electrified or something. Storage over here, I saw. Nice little sitting area. Good use of those ropes. The ropes are actually part of the house. So I'm always curious to see, what do people do with the ropes? Do they leave them alone? Do they put something on them? Good, you know, this is fairly obvious, but I've never thought to do it. Putting a fern with these plants as leaves. Oh, I can't interact. At least not with subtitles. Crafting stations. Nice little crafting area. I guess this is where we pray. And stuff for sale. Okay. Little flowers just tucked away in a corner. Aw. Good use of the butterfly. Makes it just so much more of a little magical area. All in all, a very useful house. It's got all the things you need, but done with style. Fishing. All right, let's see if there's a small thing left. If there isn't, we'll call it. I just want something small. I guess domus is small. Let's do avilu. Jeez, I can't spell. It's amazing, isn't it? I'm sure you've all seen this before, because I know she's a streamer. Oh, beautiful. How romantic. No, I haven't. I didn't forget them, though. I had the list somewhere. I lose things. This is beautiful. How romantic. Are those like menus? Is this like a restaurant? I'm assuming it's a menu. I see a little bit of a Lavathi-esque exterior. Not to the level that Lovathi does it, but we've got some lushness here. Nice little place to sit and look at a pig's ass. It's the tea house with the pig's ass. A tea shrine, okay. Pretty, very pretty. That's a lot of books. That's interesting. I've never thought to put curtains underneath the countertops to make them look nicer, but that really does work. That's a good idea. Look at the stacking of everything and stuff in cubbies. This pleases me. The Moppets. Moppet babies. Bet you none of you remember that. I've never seen anyone be able to embed a cooking fire and have it still work like that. That is really good. That is skill. Oh, good. Yeah, she takes more time than me, I think. I do a lot of my stuff offline. Crafting section, but also... Oh, I think we know what goes on here. No wonder Azabi's here. Azabi likes her strip joints. Or so I've learned. Yeah, this is beautiful. Really well done. The zombie's up to stuff, man. I tells you. All right, I'm going to call it. I will be back tomorrow. We will look at additional homes, including mud crab homes on EU. So I will see you then. Have a good time, and thanks for watching.